Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be connecting two switches and two routers together. So let us continue. So I'm picking a two router first, two switches first. So this is a design architecture, a network that has to do with two router and two switches. Then with 6 PC, 3 from the right, 3 from the left. I have to connect the switches to the what? And switch to the system. Can use crossover cable, straight through cable as well. I'm using crossover cable. To this PC. Connect this to this. I need to change the connection of this just to connect the two routers together. So I have to change it. So I have to put a particular connector that will allow it to connect each other with serial cable using HWIC. Pick it, just click and drag. You click and drag and paste it in, then on it back. Second one as well. Off the router first. Then click and drag HWIC to T. Then place it here. Then you on it back. Then close this. Let's pick a serial cable now. Because of that, we can have serial 00001 000. So I'm picking 000 and I'm picking 001. So this one is 1, this one is 0. Now at these junctions, we have to assign an IP address for every one of these, the systems, the router. So let's assign, let's quickly label the IP address 192.168.10. Let me just do .10.6. So from here, Control C, paste another one. .7, .8. Now I will use both Class B IP address and Class C IP address. This one is Class C IP address. Now I want to come up with Class B IP address 172.168.10.6. So I'm going to copy this and vary it again. Control C. Just change the host ID to what? To 7. Another one to 8. Control 8. Now let's use our gateway IP address to be what? To be 1. Control V. Now to be 10.1. So our gateway for this side, for this particular side, also will be 1 as well, to be 192. coming from the left hand side, from the right, from this side, on this side, 192.168.1. Now for this side, I'm having this. For this side, I'm having this. So remain these 2 points, 0, 1 and 0, 0. 0, 1, serial 0, 1 and 0, 0. Now I can decide to use class A IP address in that place using 1.0.0.1. Use class A for this as well. 1.0.0.2. So that is that for this. Now all our IP address are ready, so we just need to assign it. Then we need to check the ports here. Gigabit 0, let's label the gigabit zeros. Gigabit G0/0. This one is G0/1. G0. No, this one is serial SE0/0/1. Here also SE0/0/0. Now this place is what? Let's check the gigabit around here. The gigabit around here. Gigabit 0/0. Now just copy this. Now, these are the technical things that, okay, everything is set now. Now let's assign IP address to this. You click on the system. Click on this. We have physical, config, desktop, programming, and attributes. So we'll move to desktop. We'll go to IP configuration. Then we'll config this. Control C. We'll come back to this. Control V. Then if you assign it properly, that shows the subnet will be automatically, this is class C IP address. Now, what is our gateway IP address? Our gateway IP address is what we have here. Come here and grab it, and go back to the system and paste it here. Now, I don't have DNS server in my configuration. I can decide to assign it down. Maybe later the network, you want to extend the network with the server. So I'll just place it here to be what? 10.2. Then I'll close this. Go to the next system. Do the same thing. IP configuration. Because we are using static, we are configuring it manually. So I have .7. Control V again. That's .1. Control V again. Change this to 2. 1 is what? 10.1 is gateway, and 10.2 is for the DNS server, even when the DNS server is not. Now, the third one, IP configuration. Control V, turn this on to 8. Sorry. No, sorry about that. Control V. Then we'll turn this to what? 8. This is the IP address 8. Then this should be Control V as well. Just Control V. Then this also Control V. I will change it to 2. Now everything is set for the first one. This list we are using class C IP address. Use all the three usable IP address, so which is class A, B, and C. Here I'm using class B as my IP address. So why is it class B? I'm starting from 172. So go to desktop, Control V, the same thing, Control V again. This one will be .1. Then my .2 will be what? For DNS server. 1 for gateway and the other one for DNS server. Then another one, paste this here, change it to 7. Paste this. Paste another one here, change it to what? Change it to 1. Then change it to 2. But don't forget, this is what? Class B IP address. V 8. You can see 255 there. Double 255 means it's is class B IP address. So now we have configured all our system from the right and left. Our peradventure, I don't need to configure the switch because by default the switch has been configured automatically with VLAN 1. But if I want to use the switch to segregate the lines or lines of the system or IP address, I can decide to configure the VLAN that I use, which is virtual LAN area network. Or by default, it's automatically configured with what VLAN 1 already. We are looking at all these IP address. This one should be in VLAN 10. This one also is VLAN 10. VLAN 10 class C IP address. VLAN 10 class B IP address. Now let's continue with let's configure the router now. I want to configure the router using configuration method so that I'll be able to save time. Now, what do we have? A G00, and we have a fast Ethernet G00, gigabit Ethernet 00. So this IP address, copy the IP address and paste it here. Then we use no shutdown. No shutdown means we click on so that the router will not reload. As you click on and connect this, you discover that this one has changed to what? To green. The connection is physically connected, and the logical connection is using your IP address. Now we want to connect this as well. We have SE0 SE0/0/0. Let's confirm that. Place your cursor beside this one. You can see that it's the same thing. Now let's click on this. So what is the IP address for SE0/0/0? We're using this IP address. Control C. Then we'll place it here. Control V. Then we'll click on this. This is class A IP address. That's why we are having only 1255 in our subnet mask. But if it is class B, you will see this is class C. Let me show you class C. Class C is having 1, 2, 3, 255, 255, 255. And this is also what classless configuration. But if I want to make it a classful, I will increase the subnet mask of it where they are near or closer to 255, or I can change it to 12172 or 242 or and so on like that. So this is classless, uh, classless class C IP address. Let's come back to the second router. So move to our configuration. Then we check both the fast Ethernet connect. We want to check the connector that comes from the switch to the router and the connector from the router 1 to another router, router 1 to router 0. So let's check that. What do we have here? SE0/0/1. What about this? Gigabit 0/0. Now let's click on this. So what is gigabit 0/0? So we are using this IP address for gigabit 0/0. Copy this IP address and paste it here. Control V. Then we'll copy the second IP address for the serial cable, serial connection. Then we'll copy it and check. Then we'll paste it. We're still going back to that place. I did not click on, so I have to click on no shutdown. Then I'll come back to this place and click on. So finally, we have already connected our all the devices together, both the intermediary devices and the end devices. These are end devices. These are intermediary devices. Layer 2 switch and the router. Now, if you ping anything from here to here, it's not going to work because we have not done the routing IP address. So what is the meaning of the routing IP address? The routing IP address is to do what? To assign a network IP address. The network IP address that will connect the two routers together, like an handshake, which means you can send a data or send a packet from PC3 to PC2 to the other end here, or sending a packet from a configuration of class B IP address to class C IP address, or vice versa. So let's go for the routing, but this is routing IP address, routing IP protocol, routing IP. Now, right from this place, we have two words. We have two IP address. One that is coming from the switch, and the one that is going out to the serial cable. Let's say this one, which is, we are copying this, Control A, sorry, undo, Control A, Control C. Now paste it here and click add. So automatically change to 0. This 0 means this is a network address. Network IP address. Now close this and also copy this, Control and paste it here. So now we have already configured the RIP of this particular router. So let's go for the second one as well. Now we'll click on RIP as well. And we check our IP address. We use this class B IP address, the one coming from the switch and the one going out of the router. So we'll paste it here and click add. The one going out of the router is what? This, Control C. Then we'll paste it here and click add. Then everything is set. So there comes to the end of connecting our what? Connecting the switches, the routers, and all the network from these three systems, from these switches, from this switch to the other switch. Now let's check if this system can communicate with each other. So we need to ping this. If you want to ping, you won't come to this place. You will have to come to command prompt. So I'm clicking on PC3, and this is PC3. The IP address of PC3 is 172.168.10.6. Now I will ping, this is the destination. I want to send a message from here. Okay, like for example, I'm sending a message on my email from my own system to my brother's system at another office here. And that's just the scenario about it. So I will copy this, the destination IP address. Then I will paste it here. I'll say ping, give a space and paste it here and press enter to check if they will really communicate or not. Now we see up to, I'm having 25% lost. So I have to do what? Ping it again so that now no lost. Now I can ping from here, from class C IP address back to class B IP address in the network. Now let's ping from PC0 to PC4. So I will click on PC0 and go to the IP address of what? Of PC4. Now what's the IP address of PC4? This is the IP address of PC4. Copy this. Then we'll go back to PC0. Then we'll type the command called ping and press and paste it here. Then press enter. So let's see, maybe we can send a packet from the right, from this side to the other side. So this one also the same procedure. We'll ping it again, and this is the word, and this is the final word. This is the final this thing. Here comes to the end of today's word, today's video or today's class. So please like and share. Thank you.